All right, it's week 15, man, in big league ball is daddy leagues. And, we're approaching the last few weeks before the playoffs, and we want to go to this power rankings, man. Here in the studio, I got Zeke 2017 from the Toronto Patriots. I guess, he's becoming my standard co-host now since I sent out the message to everyone in the league, and all you grown-ass men can't seem to get the panel together.
Hold on, coach.
Okay, well, correct.
Maybe they didn't get the message. Everybody don't get the message. Just maybe
right.
We're going to give them another shot. Right. But right now, I thought I got fired, coach. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I ain't have a job. I seen the post. They got me off the show. I'm like, what's happening? I mean, I thought we was good,
No, man, I'm not firing nobody, man. We do a damn good job at the show. But, I wanted to get some other people's opinion on, the things that were going on in the league and in the power rankings, and pretty much develop a panel of 3 or 4 people, and we go through the different teams, and everybody gets to talk about a team, and then, the people give, we give what we think about that team, just bounce some ideas off each other, talk about what makes the league better, who we think is going to win games, and different things like that, man. Just make the league a lot more interesting. But, going forward, we'll try to get that panel together, and what I may need to do is send it out to everybody.
I got to agree with you. It's 32 teams, 32 personalities. Mm-hmm. This is big league ball, Premier League. I had to put that on there because it was some shade thrown on our league about other leagues. Listen, if you in this league, right, respect the league. We don't mind guys playing in multiple leagues. I think Jizzle playing about 24 of them. But look, while you're in the league, be respectful of what's going on in the league. And hey, man, it's some things that's going on in this league that just really, I gotta be honest, they're not happening. Yeah. So, hey, you guys, I listen to y'all feedback when y'all post about comment. Redskins did a shout out to the league saying some good positive things. And that's what we want, guys. So please, when Coach extends these opportunities, listen, if we got to do it over the phone and 3 or a conference call or whatever, we're willing to make it happen.
No doubt. And understand, when you do come for this league, man, I'm going to come at your head every goddamn time. So just be ready, man. I got them goons on standby. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into this top 10, power rankings. Everybody feels that, we haven't talked about the top 10 in a few weeks, man, and that's true. So we're going to get back to what we do best and talk about this top 10. But before we get into the top 10, man, let's talk about the team that's right outside the top 10. The San Francisco 49ers, man. They sit at 9-4 right now. They off in my division, the NFC West.
But Coach,
and he's sitting in first place, but he's not in the top 10.
That's what I'm saying, Coach. Every week, your team is in the top 10.
Hey, man, what can I say, man?
I'm just saying to the players that may not know, do you have, because you are, this is your league, is there some kind of backdoor button you pushing so your team is in the top 10? Because every week, look, you lost your game. Midnight won his game. I just want to know what happened.
You know what? Sometimes, man, the better team loses. It happens in football. Sometimes the better team loses the game, but the people know that we're still a solid team, that we're still a top 10 team no matter what. I don't give a damn if we go 0-17. They know that we still a team to be reckoned with anytime you step on that field. I guarantee you, man, people are breaking sweat when they come to play the Oilers because they know there's not no guaranteed win for them. So, you're going to have to respect that, man. And Madden respects the fact that we are a top 10 team. Now, whether you think that or not is up to you, but last time I checked, I haven't seen the Patriots in there since
there you go,
season 1. But we're not going to go there, man. We're not going to go there.
This was going to be a Patriot-free, Dorset-free show.
Talking about Dorset.
We're not going to go there. That's going to take us the whole show.
I say we starting at outside of number 10, which was number 11, not number 12, the Patriots, but number 11, the San Francisco 49ers. So, right. Lee's doing big things over there with his team, man. He took a sorry team, and now they're 88 overall. He got some key players over there, got some fast guys on offense, fast guys on defense. So I do look forward to him making the playoffs because he's on my schedule again. For the last 2 seasons I've been beating.
One of the things about his team I've been noticing is how his run game is improving. Conrad won the Rookie of the Year. Shout out to that grand trophy that you got, and that's what big league all about. Big league ball is all about. Recognize those that do put in the work.
That's right.
But secondly, the defense, man, Rocky Lee, man, that guy is he's putting up some serious numbers. He's not maybe in the top 10 for defensive players, but he putting up consistent numbers.
He makes some noise.
They're not giving up very many points.
Yeah, he's making some noise, man. Making some noise, most definitely. Well, right now, man, he has a top 10 defense. Matter of fact, he's number 6 in defense overall in yardage, man. So, he's making some noise. He's a silent assassin, kind of like the Pearl. They brothers, so they don't really talk much, but they do show up to work. And when they come to work, you better bring your A game, man. I figured that out last time we played. He beat me. Well, I beat him. I'm sorry. He didn't beat me. What the hell I'm thinking? I beat him on all field goals, So that was a tough game, man, But I just don't give too much energy to the number 11 team. Let's move to the top 10 power rankings, man. Okay. Let's talk about the London Black Knights, 9-4.
Yeah, I mean, the Black Knights, they still kind of like that team, that mystery team.
You don't really know.
And this is no disrespect to the owner that's having a hell of a season, King Joe. Shout out to King Joe. But half of those games, the computer had won when I believe King Joe was out the country. So we still don't know exactly, you know what I'm saying,
how good he can be,
how good he can possibly be. I mean, statistically wise, he's putting up the numbers.
He's 8th in defense.
Okay.
9th in points allowed. But his offense is kind of slacking. He's number 21 in offensive yards allowed, 13 in points scored, 14 in passing yards, and he's 28th in rushing yards. So, if he plans on going deep off in the playoffs, man, he's going to have to really step it up on both offense and defense to really compete with these different teams that's going into the playoffs. And right now, the Black Knights, man, they have a big game ahead of them today. They face the Denver Broncos, man, and right now they're fighting for that division. So
that's a tough division.
Yeah, it's tough. You got 3 playoff caliber teams in that division, man. You got the Black Knights, the Broncos, and you have the San Diego Chargers.
Right.
So they're all 3 fighting for first place.
And very well may come down to all 3 of them going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that because I'm definitely trying to do what I can, but it's a tough division. But if you look at it, he got Russell Wilson. He has a ton of experience, and like I say, he's got the number 8 ranked defense. So they're not giving up a lot of points, and they're scoring around about 24 points, like you said.
Yeah.
And I expect them to be there. I expect this team to be in the playoffs.
I think he'll get that last spot or that 5th spot in the playoffs on the AFC side, because he still has to play the Broncos twice. And they're both number 1 in that division right now. Okay. And he did lose twice to Sam Jeff, who's only 1 game behind both of those teams. So, that's going to be interesting, man, to see what the result of that game, and then to see what happens over there with Sam Jeff and his game to really determine who's going to come out first place in that division, man. But, like I said, the Black Knight, he's a solid player. He's going to show up and play all his games. You don't have to ever worry about having no issues out of him. He's a good guy, man. I think he's going to do well in the near future. I don't think this is his year, but he's going to get there to the playoffs. This will be the first time making it. But I just can't give him too much credit because he just ain't really showed us too much based on the fact that he had a lot of those computer games.
Understandable.
Yeah. So let's talk about number 9. We got that's a new face, man.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep,
and you know what? I got to say this. I really did not expect the Bengals to be in the position that they're in right now. Yeah. Matt Ryan, man, putting up numbers.
But he don't even like Matt Ryan.
Hey, you know what?
He thinks Matt Ryan is trash, man.
3,100 yards, 28 touchdowns. Hey, I take that trash anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's really helping him is the run game. Thomas Rawls, 1,100 yards.
Thomas Rawls, number 1 in the league right now.
He's killing them.
Number 1 in the league.
He's putting up 24 points a game. Defense giving up 18 points. I'm just looking at it, man. He's doing his thing right now.
And you know what? Before the season started, man, he told me, he said, you know what, Crispy? Man, look here, man. I'm going to the playoffs this year. Nobody's keeping me out of the playoffs. I guarantee you that. And I'll be damned. He's sitting at 9-4 right now. Hey, he's playing some good football.
I tell you, if he wins out, I cannot see him not making the playoffs.
Well, if you look at it, he's already clinched his division, I believe, because I don't think anybody in his division is even close to him. He's at 9-4. So I could be wrong, but he's number 1 in that division right now. Okay. And I don't think any other team in that division is even near him.
No close to him.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think the his team is the Brooklyn Bulls, which is having a down year right now. They're 6 and 7. So they would need him to lose his next 3 games, and the Brooklyn Bulls win his next 3 games. Yeah,
exactly. We only got 2 games left.
Oh damn, you're right.
Yeah, so he's in it probably.
Right. 15, 6. Well, he got 3 games.
It's 3 games.
If he haven't played his game yet.
If he have, okay,
but he's already played his game, so he's really 10 and 4 right now.
He's 10 and 4 right now.
Yeah, he's really 10 and 4 right now.
So it had updated.
Yeah, it hadn't been updated.
I think he clinched already. At least he won his division. He clinched that spot.
Yeah, that's over and done with, man.
Well, I will say the next couple of games may be the indication for getting that bye. You know, depending on.
Think so.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to be?
Who's number 1 in the AFC right now? Blaze, that guy, that crybaby ass dude. But who else?
That's it. Blaze is at number 1. I know.
Oh, the Texans. The Texans are number 2. So really, they still have to play each other. And that's going to determine who's going to become, determine who's going to be first or second in that division. And the Bengals could move up and take that spot.
They could.
It's
going to be some interesting football these next little couple of weeks.
Let me see. Does the Bengals even play the Texans this year? No, they escaped. So the Bengals doesn't have to play the Texans, but his last 2 games are kind of like gimme games, man. He plays the Raiders, which is a new owner. Shout out to the new owner. That's over at the Raiders. I think he's gonna be a good guy, but right now he has to learn that team, so that's gonna be a victory for him. And then he plays the Pittsburgh Steelers, who gives him a good game. They had a good game week 5, which he only won by 2 points.
Okay.
But he has a struggle to play the Steelers, but I think he's still gonna win that game.
Okay.
So he's gonna win out at 12 and 4. The big thing is seeing what the Texans are going to do and how the Buffalo Bills are going to finish.
So we got a new owner for the Raiders, you say?
Yeah, I can't think of his name right off the bat, but he's good friends.
The Raiders is like 1 and 13. Should he win out, or should he just lose the last 2 and get the number 1 overall pick?
That's what I think he should do.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you're new to the league. What are you playing for right now?
Yeah.
Hey, get that number 1 pick,
get a little practice in, get some XP.
That's right. Learn how to play again.
Take the loss.
From what I hear, he hasn't played in a while.
I'm saying this, if he's a game of the week that you may not want to bet against the team. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to tilt the betting odds in no way, but I mean, he's competing because that was a major upset yesterday. And I know this is a sidebar, this isn't a top team, but I have to say, shout out to Lord Vader for busting TG ass. I mean, he got handled in a monster way. Hey, that was your Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
You earned it. You deserve it. I don't know. We might have to give him a trophy or something just because.
That TGG is a trash ass Madden player, man. He keep telling everybody he's good. I think he's right off that 1 Super Bowl run he had.
I will say this. I think that he's having a mental breakdown or something.
You think so?
Keep saying, you don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
You losing. You losing consistently. You're not even trying to win. Come on, bro.
That guy there, man. He's something else, dude. Hey, I tell you what, though, man. I like the dude, man, but he just trash at Madden. And every chance I get to smash on his head, I'ma lay the hammer on his ass, man. Because he shouldn't have talked so much shit.
We're not going to bash.
I'm sorry.
Let's get back to this top 10.
I'm sorry. Hey,
coming in at number 8, we got the Detroit Lions.
Sitting at 9 and 4. Well, actually, they 10 and 4 now.
They 10 and 4. They won their game.
They beat the Green Bay Packers, which I thought was going to be a better game than what it was. But I think he might have pulled away late in that game to seal that victory. But he did beat him.
Well, a week ago they got devastated by the Bills. And so I think he came out. He had something. Yeah, he played.
No. He beat the Bills.
No. It was
he blew the Bills out. It was stick magic.
It was stick magic
with that bullshit 4-3 wide 9 defense that he running, man. I don't understand.
He makes it hard to throw on him, man. Hey, I'm just saying, if y'all want to know how to stop some of them deep passing receivers, you might want to study what Stick is doing.
Yeah,
he's doing some things to counteract that.
Well, right now, man, the Lions. Offensively wise, they're ranked 6th in total yards, 2nd in passing yards. Right. They're almost last at rushing yards, and they're averaging 28 points a game.
I mean, let's just take a minute, man. This rookie, Ace Meggett,
Ace Meggett, yeah.
I'm sorry, that was the deal. I thought my Heisman Trophy winner that I drafted was somebody.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? 2,300 yards.
2,300 yards and like 20-something touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he's an assassin.
Man.
And I believe he's one of the fastest in the league, running 99 speed.
Damn, another 99 speed.
Put a chain and ball on him. This guy can go.
So as of right now, the guy sits at 2,300 yards receiving. He has 21 touchdowns.
Wow.
And what makes it more impressive about his 2,300 yards is the fact that he has 83 receptions. And that's a difference maker, Coach. We had this conversation earlier when I was talking to you about your guy, but we're not gonna talk about too much about your guy.
My guy has 73 receptions.
I don't think so.
He has
maybe after this game 74. He has 74 reception after this game.
Well, but it hasn't updated.
This hasn't updated, so I'm pretty sure that this guy has about 90 receptions right now.
Well, okay, but listen, I will say this here, and like I said, we're not gonna talk about that guy.
Okay.
But compared to last season, that guy only had about 40 and 50.
I mean, it went up, so you found a few routes that are not fly routes. Okay, we got it.
Hey, man, listen.
We got it.
However you got to score. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I'm looking at his defense. I'm looking at Detroit defense, you know. I see some holes that last year, this defense wasn't giving up but about maybe 15, 16 points a game.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's giving up 22. So, you know, and I'm looking at it, although he's 7th in pass yardage, he's giving up 275 yards. This could be detrimental in his playoff run.
Yeah,
I think he's in the driver's seat right now for that number 2 spot. He does play us the last game, so depending on how it's set, I mean, he may try to make some noise.
As of right now, he has a playoff spot, but we don't know if he's going to be that number 2 guy.
Right, he's battling from 2 to 5, I guess. He's 2 or the 5 spot.
Something like that.
It's in his hands if he went out.
Well, 2 or 4 because he's winning his division. So,
2 or 4.
Yeah, so he can either win that division and get first place if he wins out. I mean, second place if he wins out, or go 4th if he wins out of some other teams.
Devontae Freeman numbers are down too.
All the way down.
You're going to have to figure out a way when you're playing against a team that's stingy on passing. You have to run that ball some. And so I'm pretty sure he's a good, solid player. He's always not making many mistakes. He don't really blitz a lot. And so I think he's going to be okay. He's going to be definitely in the thick of it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, he got Andrew Dalton and Drew Brees at quarterback.
Drew Brees is a backup.
Backup.
I mean, I'm just saying. You got Drew Brees as a backup.
And Drew Brees played half his season for him because Andy Dalton got hurt, man. Yeah. And if you look at his receiving core, he has another guy too named DeAndre Medlin or something like that.
Okay.
And that guy's a super fast receiver too. You can't count him out. He's a rookie as well. He has a 96 speed, 95 acceleration, man. He has good hands. He's green in all areas except awareness and being elusive. So that's easy to fix, being that he's a rookie. So I expect this guy to end up being a 99 overall receiver. But the only thing I don't like about these receivers that I see these guys having is that all these guys are short.
Hey, man.
You know I don't like short receivers, man. These I don't know how the hell these 5'9" guys.
Hey, these 5'9" to 5'11". I'll say that because I mean, you know what? It don't matter how tall you are if you cannot run everybody. So I mean, it's got to have some speed to it. But I mean, my thing is everybody can't have Julio.
Hey,
and that goes right into your segment at the number 17.
Houston Oilers, baby. Houston Oilers.
You got everything on your team. Are you like a 99 overall team now?
No, I'm not a 99 overall team. I'm a 97 overall team by average. My defense is a 99 and my offense is 99, but them son bitches don't play like it. And to my credit, they really just became a 99 overall defense and the last couple weeks. And that's because, I didn't build my guys up until late. So, if you beat my team early, bravo, congratulations. Congratulations, Stick Magic. Congratulations, the Detroit Lions. But you other guys, the Redskins and the Falcons. Your guys beating the Redskins. The Redskins beat me badly this year, which is his first time doing that. But the Falcons barely escaped with a victory. And, we're looking to play those guys again in the playoffs, man. And, you better bring your damn A game this time.
Say, Coach, what? You raising it up a notch. You kind of excited about your team.
I am excited about my team,
I hear you, man. But you got
I am excited about my team,
The next couple of games, you got to play against Midnight.
I do. Okay. Victory. Victory.
Okay, he calling it.
Hey, the guy has not beat me since season 1, week 3. Season 1, week 3. We're going into season 4 in a minute, right?
We are.
Okay.
We definitely
I rest my case. But I do got a tough game against the Chargers, which I'm looking forward to.
Chargers. And he's playing for something.
And he's playing for something. We both are. So it's a lot of things on the line.
Game. You know what? The next couple of weeks, it's going to be that. It's going to be teams playing each other for something. But let's look at your. What's going on with Fuller? His numbers are way down. You know what I mean?
Fuller's numbers are down, but we're spreading the ball around more.
I hear you, man. But we used to seeing him in that 2000 column, and he's not too
I'll tell you why. The last couple weeks, man, guys have been shutting Fuller down. I cannot lie. They have been shutting Fuller down. It's like their whole game plan is shut Fuller down. All right? Shut Fuller down on 3. You know, that's what they do every play.
Hey.
Stop Julio on 3.
Hey.
That's the only thing they worried about. And you know that shit, it's been working for them. And once I learned how to overcome that hurdle of saying stopping Fuller and stopping Julio, and then I get kind of lost on what I'm doing. Right. You know, once I cross that hurdle,
just do like I do. I just make it in my mind. I'm gonna score with him. I'm just thinking I'm just gonna score him.
And it doesn't help that Tyrod has been throwing all these interceptions these last couple games.
You know what? Right now, I haven't been able to get the ball. And his numbers up. Last year, I think you had about 37 interceptions or 35.
No.
29-ish. You had a lot of interceptions.
I had 20-something.
Not as many as my guy. Brissett had about 30. He had about 45 touchdowns and about 44 interceptions. You're making
my guy look bad. My guy was MVP last year. You're gonna show some respect to Mr. MVP.
This MVP, and I gotta put this on. This is an MVP though. That in one game he played the computer. He had 700 yards. He don't want to talk about that.
No, man.
That's another session right there.
We ain't talking about that because his whole season was awesome, man. You can't have one computer game.
I ain't gonna throw no shade
last
on Tyrod.
season, he had 27 interceptions on 50 touchdowns. This year, he's 29 touchdowns, 29 interceptions. So he's a down year. But throughout that down year, Fuller's numbers are down, Julio numbers are down, but they're both over 1,000-yard receiving, like they should be.
Is the interceptions costing you the game?
That's
the thing. Okay.
They are costing me the game.
Because, I mean, it could be the interception. You can throw 5, but is that the one that costs you to win?
That's definitely costing me the game. That changes the whole dynamic of my game. Every time that son of a bitch throws an interception, and I don't want to call it because he's Mr. MVP, but that's how I feel right now. You know.
Hey, I'll say that some people think that it's not even fair. You know, when I traded you for, that was a beast on his own. But before that, you had Julio. Is it even? I don't know if it's the people that make Madden, but like this guy has like damn near 99 in every category except speed. Like, is that fair that he should have those type of numbers?
Well, I didn't give him those numbers. Madden did.
Madden did give him numbers, and the
did
reason why I'm saying
the Super Bowl?
The guy was in the Super Bowl, and I did see that catch, and it was nasty. As my Patriots were playing him, I was very nervous. Matter of fact, had Matt Ryan not took that sack, it could have been different results.
Different results, you're right, man.
But I'm looking at your offense. You're putting up 26 points. I expect that.
Top 10
the
offense,
defense is improving and stuff. So
definitely they're improving.
It's going to be
we started off like in ranked 20. Now we're down to, ranked 9 in yards allowed, 7 in points allowed, 13th in passing yards, and 11th in rushing yards. So, we got a good solid team. We know we on the outside looking in right now for us playoff picture. We need to win these next few games to solidify our spot, and I think we're going to do it, man. I think we're going to do it. So let's move on. I don't like to spend too much time on my team, man. Let's talk about the number 16.
Fuck them Dolphins, man. I have a thorn in my side that is Earl the Pearl. Man, fuck them. They fucked my whole goddamn season up. And, okay, I'm going to get off of that. Man, but the Dolphins, man, I hate to say it, the team just seemed like they're getting better.
They are getting better.
To week. And, I have to give credit to Pearl. He took a team that was 72 overall.
Now they're
89, and they playing some fierce ball. I'm talking about. They're not giving up. They're very stingy. I think they may be the stingiest.
They are. They number one defense.
They got the number one defense.
Yards allowed, passing yards, number 10th in rushing.
One of the things I say about Pearl is he don't make many mistakes.
No.
And he will take what you give him, and he will wait till you make a mistake. And if you're trying to play catch up, He's not going to happen.
But you know something, Coach? That's the difference between a good player and a great player.
And a great player. That's right. That's right.
The difference, you know.
And those of y'all who don't know Pearl, he does this consistently in multiple leagues. So it's not just, but it's interesting to see how he's doing in this league with what he was given, because we all know the scraps that was left on that team. Man, you know what? I would say, I think the thing that has really helped this team is the acquisitions that he required. He acquired Javon Clowney from TG. He gotten from Sam Jeff, Cam Newton. All these little pieces of all these different players, they just seem like they're working together.
Well, my thing is this. How is the guy having a successful season? Well, a turnaround season, should I say. Mm-hmm. He's having a turnaround season, but I'm not understanding how this guy is winning ball games when Cam Newton is not even really performing. The guy, Cam Newton only has 1,900 passing yards this year with the Miami Dolphins, 15 touchdowns on 6 interceptions.
You know what that's telling me? He's scoring with his defense. Or his defense has got to be putting him in great positions to score field goals or touchdowns. And
like Jordan Howard is another guy that's helping him a whole lot on the run game. He has 9 touchdowns, 700 yards on the ground. So that's helping him a lot in the rush department. But I was just trying to figure out, man.
Hey, Pearl, I got something for you. When another team opens up, I want you out of the AFC East. Like, go get another team and do it in another team.
I'm not gonna tell you who was trying to leave y'all division, man. I'm not gonna put him on blast. Larry Johnson.
Oh no! Hey! Sidebar. We gonna come back to you. I'm not gonna cut on you, Pearl. We're gonna finish out with you. Jizzle, what's happening, bro? Like, you losing too much. Like, I'm not even talking about our game. I'm talking about every time you play, because we friends on the thing. I see in the other league, you got beat like 49-0 by the computer, bro. I mean, are you trying like new stuff, or? I mean, I really wasn't trying to be funny when I was asking you what schemes are you trying, because I know you got a lot of new players that you had last year. Mm-hmm. And so, is it working? Is it not working? I don't think
it's working. But you know what? Larry Jizzle is a fisherman. He loves to fish. So he looks forward to fishing in December.
I've seen some of the fish he put out there.
Yeah, he looks forward to fishing in December, man. So he's not a playoff kind of guy. He December and January, he looking for, hey, man, I'm going to the lake. I'm going to get some of them fish, and I'm going to post it up in the group, man, show everybody what's for dinner tonight. You know, while we still trying to play ball games, but I'm just saying.
Let's get back to Pearls. I want to give it a shine. Who's his middle linebacker?
Early.
Is Early the fastest middle linebacker in the game?
He's one of them.
He's one of them. That son of a gun is running like about 90 speed.
Damn, did we just lose power in the studio?
We lost power in the studio,
rocking,
but we still go. It's about he lost. I think he messed around and he's just developed him, man. And I'm like I said, how he's doing it. You know, I'm just saying it's amazing to me, but it's all good. I just hate that I have to play him twice, but you know it's the game. You live with it. You know what I'm saying? You with it. Man.
I mean, he's proven to be a good solid player, man. He's great. I can't lie. I got to give credit what credit is due. He's playing some hell of a football. He's always going to be a good guy.
I think a fire was lit. I mean, I know.
I think you lit that fire.
I think so, man. And it was really unintentional. You know, it was just kind of like I was. Matter of fact, the last time we got together and did a show, I was talking cash.
You were, and I never published that show.
You sure did.
I should have put that shit out there.
I would have put it out there. I'm sorry. I would have put you on blast. That you did. I'm sorry. It's not about you, Ziggy Twitter. This is for the group. This is for the shit. I'm just saying. I would have put it on out there. But you know, he definitely, you know, is shown time in and time out that, you know, he's gonna play his game. And the thing about him is he doesn't change the way he plays. And I think that's the thing about it, is because he's consistent about it. Yeah. So we have backup power now coming up in the studio. But look, we're gonna keep this shit rolling, man. Coming in at number 5 team,
Denver Broncos.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot, man, because I traded him.
Good one, huh?
I traded Marquise Goodwin to him. And you know what?
I hate you did that shit too.
When I did it, I did not take into consideration players getting hurt. And because I'm doing it, he's doing some things. He's definitely He's putting up some points. Currently, right now, he's what, 9-4?
He's 9-4. He hasn't played a game against the Black Knights, so that's going to be a big determining factor.
Okay.
But the guy, man, let's talk about his defense first. He's second in defense.
Wow.
So it makes me think
13 points a game.
Are y'all not playing defense over there in the AFC side or something? Because you do torch the defense, but are y'all playing defense over there? Y'all got the number 1 and the number 2 defense in the AFC.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I've yet to play him this year, so I can't speak on how he's playing, but he's doing some things. I'm looking at yards. He's giving him 218 yards and 153.
You can't
just in passing. So that's
have you played? You haven't played
I haven't played him this year, so I don't. Okay. I can't speak on that one, but I mean, on the offensive side, Blake Bortles close to 3,000 yards, right?
But that's horrible.
For Blake Bortles, that is horrible.
That's horrible.
Because last year I think he had about 4,600 or 5,000 yards.
Something like that, man.
It was a lot of yards.
For you to be in the position that you are at number 5, your quarterback got to be producing. So it lets me know that offense is not what's winning games for the Broncos. It's the defense.
Hold on.
Look at this offense. This offense, he's 17.
We're going to play the devil's advocate. I will say the Denver Broncos have a balanced offensive approach. If you look at his receiver stats, his leading receiver, Sammy Watkins, only has about 800-900 yards, okay? When you look down, you see his leading running back, Ezekiel Elliott, has also about 900 yards.
You're right.
8 touchdowns. Right. So he has a balanced approach.
He's giving him the ball 190 times.
Yeah, and you know what? When you can play like that, that's really opening up. I don't know what it is.
And you know what? I see where the touchdowns are coming from. Because if you look at it, Blake Bortles only has 13 touchdowns, but if you look at his running backs together, just rushing period for his rushing touchdowns, he has 8, 3, 6, and 1. What is that? That's 18 touchdowns.
Yeah. He has a balanced approach.
Yeah, on the run. On the ground. That's 18 touchdowns on the ground, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, I applaud him. Again, he's one of those teams that's always going to make the playoffs. He's in a tough division, though. Right now, he's number 2 in that division. Behind the Black Knights because they haven't played each other. So I think he's going to end up winning that division.
You think so? You think he's going to pull it out?
Yeah, I think he's going to end up winning that division. He's going to get that playoff ticket, and he's going to make it pretty far in the playoff system before he gets kicked out.
I mean,
he's going to get kicked out.
He's going to get kicked out. Wait a minute. Why? He has infractions already?
No, not kicked out the league.
Kicked out of the playoffs. I'm like, okay. I thought we had some breaking news. I didn't even know about that. I'm like, I didn't even know this was going on.
I don't see him winning the Super Bowl, going to the Super Bowl, should I say, let alone winning. I don't see his team going. They're not quite ready yet.
Okay.
They lost a few games that I think they should have won. Over on the AFC side. Well, actually, if you go back and look at the dude's schedule, he lost a game to the Texans, but he beat the Pearl, but that was week 1. Pearl was still dealing with
we don't count them first.
You can't count Pearl because Pearl was dealing with family issues.
Yeah, beat him now.
You know what I'm saying? He was dealing with something else, but he did lose some other games in the league. He lost 4 games total, 1 to the Texans. He lost to the San Francisco 49ers. He lost to the Rams. He ended up beating the Rams. He lost to the Bulls. So he lost to some tough teams. So I look forward to him doing great things. Right now he has an 89 overall team. That team is only going to get better. So, as he get better, he's going to be a bigger force to be reckoned with, man. But let's move on. You got something else to say about him, Coach?
No. Let's move on to them Texans, man. They're coming in at number 4.
10-3 right
Coach Bizzle doing what he do. You know what? I think
Coach Bizzle trying to get that
I'm gonna just say on the outside as far as outwinning it. If Blazing News wins it out, so be it. But I mean, he has a legitimate shot to go after that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
He has consistent play. And this year, I think compared to last year, his team has really been tested. And you know what? They stood up and deliver. I mean, the guy's a winner.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it past him.
Definitely.
We played him earlier in the season. They beat us. We took it on the chin. We kept moving. But I've been watching this guy. Like I say, I think he lost to the Pearl. However, at the same time, I mean, the Pearl is one of those players that's hard to beat, But Bizzle, like I say, his offense is clicking. Offensively wise, on points, he's only like a 14 He's 14th.
14th,
yeah. Only giving up the But where his strength lies is in that defense. One of the things that I noticed about him is that whatever your strength is, he's going to focus on what you play. So, for example, when we played, I like to go deep. Everybody that plays me knows that. Well, he dedicated, he took it upon himself to make me change how I go deep. So if I was going outside, he would adjust. And then I went in, I said, this guy is really playing me. And so, I had to give him respect for that. But right now, he has, what is his quarterback name? Bushnell.
Buck Nails.
Okay.
A second-year quarterback, man.
So this was one he picked up in the
draft last year.
In the draft last year, okay. He put up about 3,000.
He put up some pretty decent numbers, 25 touchdowns, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's doing big things with that quarterback over there, man. His defense was really holding him down, though. He's ranked 4th overall in defense.
4th
yards allowed, 5th in points allowed.
Yeah, he's already
5th in passing yards, 3rd in rushing. So.
Wow.
Shit, he's top 5 across the board.
You know what? And he's already in the playoffs already because he's clinched his division. 10-3. Indianapolis Colts, not even close. Shout out to Crumbtastic, man. I didn't mean to do that. What I did to you last week. It's just part of the game. Don't get mad. It's been happening to other players too.
So let me ask you a question. Is it safe to say that the AFC has the best defense and the NFC has the best offense?
That's a legitimate point. It's interesting because the number one team, when we get down to, is going to raise that argument because they have both high points on both offense and on defense.
Shit,
so that's a legitimate. That's a legitimate. But on the AFC, I have not found one team that has that package because, like I say, my team can put up about 50, but they can also give up 50 in the same game. So I'm looking at Lamar Miller for Coach's team, Coach Bizzle. He's around about 900 yards. Like I say, this guy is going to be solid. It's going to be tough to beat, and like I say, I'm expecting him to do some good things.
Yeah.
What's shocking is who's the number 3 overall. Like he wasn't even in the rankings the last time we did this here. The Buccaneers. Okay, Killer Flea, shout out there up there in Alaska. Right. This guy's finding ways to win. He's got a big game tonight.
Big game.
Against Midnight. What are your thoughts on that, Coach?
Hey, man. Kick Midnight ass.
I feel
like. To tell you the truth, man.
This guy don't say the truth. Don't say how you really feel.
Midnight is sweating bullets, man.
He's sweating bullets right now.
He's really scared of your team, man. He's really scared of your team. But while we're talking about the Buccaneers, let me go ahead and get this out in the air, man, and I want this to be clear. Madden is a game that can be manipulated in all aspects.
True.
And that's why these leagues, they set up certain rules so players don't manipulate the game, okay?
Right.
But damn Killer Feet always finds a way to manipulate damn Madden.
Yeah.
So
hold on, go into detail what you mean, Coach. Okay. Some people may not understand what you're talking about.
So an issue was brought up to me that me and the other commissioners discovered, and even a few other owners in the league discovered that Killer Fee was taking different players from positions like a defensive tackle or let's say a cornerback and placing him at wide receiver doing his training.
Okay, so Coach, why do you think he was doing that?
Well, to gain more XP points. So he's manipulating the system by gaining more XP points by training his whole team at one time. If you notice, when you go to train your team, you can only focus on, let's say, defense. You can only focus on cornerbacks and linebackers, or linebackers and defensive line. Right. So what he did was, hell, if I want to focus on the cornerbacks and the linebackers, I'm just going to take all my defensive line and place them at linebackers. Now my whole entire defense is being trained instead of just two groups of people. And I was like, damn, you know what? That's a smart ass idea.
It's smart,
but at the same time, it's unethical, man.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a rule.
It's not a rule.
But ethically, that crosses that line.
Exactly.
It makes me something that we have to bring up. Because my thing is, when you get the XP points, you can, for example, like that example you just gave about linebackers, you could also have that linebacker boost, so you get extra points
on top of that.
Plus the points. We're not even talking about the points that you can add to boost the player. So you might have a team where he start off and he have a bunch of rookies, and by the end of the damn season, they're all in the 90s.
And that's exactly what's going on with his team.
Because he posted it was a player
he posted in the group chat.
Yeah, that he had posted. He started off at a 73 and was at a 99. Oh no, a
92 or something.
92,
like that, yeah.
And he was on normal. How in the fuck do you get it from a normal? Like, that's like unheard of. So he's found a way to do it. Ethically or not, I don't know.
He's definitely manipulating the system, and I told him, I said, hey man, going forward, I do not want to see that in this league, because you know what? If you feel comfortable doing and you seeing something new, you doing something new, somebody else is gonna feel like they can do it. And I'm giving everybody fair warning now. If I catch you doing that shit in the league, infraction time, and your infraction is gonna consist of me taking whatever players you moved around, and I'm gonna make them the sorriest players in Madden history. I guarantee you that. And you're gonna be so pissed off at me that you're gonna want to quit. But like I'm telling you, I'm giving you the fair warning now. And as men, you know, if you won't quit because you can't take your punishment, then that means you're just a sucker. You know, take your punishment, move on. Better yet, just don't do it. So I'm not mad at Killer Fee. I'm not mad at Killer Fee. He found a way to kind of manipulate the game. He didn't break a rule, but he did manipulate the game, and it's cheesy. We like to use the word cheesy. It's cheesy, man. Just please
don't do that shit.
Don't do that shit. Because if I look at his roster, man, he got some damn good players on his roster that are young. He you know what he did?
What he do?
He tried to do this. He did the shit that TG was trying to do.
Oh,
you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
TG wanted to develop all these young players,
and he couldn't.
And Killer Fee did it.
And he did.
And he made it look good. They look damn good.
And it put him in a position,
that he's in right now.
Which is number first in the division.
He's one in the division, and he's 3 overall. Really, he's in control of his damn own destiny.
He really is.
He's in control of his destiny, and I can't be mad at that, man. I just don't want us doing anything that's unethical.
Well, let's talk about his team.
Let's talk about his team. I'm sorry.
Okay,
we got off track.
Offensively, have him listed, if I'm not mistaken, this is number 3. The guy's putting up 30 points. And I know what chunk of them points is going to, because Cooks had a hell of a season last year.
Yes.
His numbers are slightly down, but still, you can get them kind of numbers from a receiver.
He's almost 2,000 receiving yards.
323 yards passing offense. Looking on his defensive side, 11th ranked overall in points, giving up 20 points a game. And like I said, he plays very good solid. Marcus Mariota? He got backed up by Mike Glennon. Man, he got a good squad.
I'm gonna tell you what else I see here, man. If you look at this guy's defense, he's not really ranked all the way up there in defense. You know, his defense is kind of in bad shape. But here's the but. People are getting yards on him, but when he gets an interception or gets a turnover from you, he's scoring touchdowns. As I look at this guy's defensive stats, man, he has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 touchdowns on defense.
Wow. Yeah, between William Jackson and Jalen Ramsey. Damn. They got Kruger Hill.
Look at these guys, and these are guys that nobody wanted.
4 interceptions. Man,
these 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns. That's Kruger Hill. That's a guy nobody wanted in the league, and he went and found these guys and made them fit his system. And now that young guy who's a linebacker, Kruger Hill, he's a 95 overall. 89 speed. It's like, what the hell can I do with that?
What can you do?
You know, and somebody like Midnight, he feels like, damn, guy, man, he's really cheating me, man.
We got your PA, man. You know to beat Midnight. Midnight gonna beat that ass. I'm going with Midnight on this one here. I'm gonna shoot with Midnight on that one.
He's gonna beat the shit out of him.
You think he's gonna beat him?
He has too many weapons over here, man. William Jackson is another young guy who's 24. He's a 95 overall. So these guys are gonna do nothing but get better. And they all gonna make a fucking Pro Bowl. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? All his corners are gonna make it.
Here's the thing, and this is going back to this ethical thing. You know, by doing that, if that's the case that's going, because I remember I got a trade. One of my linebackers, Anderson, I got from him. Was I think he cross trained, because most of the time, you know, linebackers, they don't have like catching ability. Most of the time, this guy had a catching ability. And I'm like, man, how do you get? But that makes sense that you do it. But I thought it was just a way just to train. I mean, I didn't think it's one of those issues that can become an issue. And it's not cheating, but damn near it's pretty close.
It's a gray area,
it's
man.
It's a gray area that you're benefiting from.
Exactly. You benefit, and he tried to talk to me about, hey man, I'm really not benefiting that much from it, man. I'm only getting 300 points, but we're not talking about them booster points that you get. Boost on defense that you're getting from all that.
And let's talk about the end of the year.
I'm looking at these young guys.
Those points that you get at the end of the year.
Yeah, because he knows guys are going to be good.
That's what I'm saying. So if you make the Pro Bowl when you're 21, that might be 20,000, 30,000 points.
He has a linebacker that's 6'7". The joke is 6'7",
wow.
86 speed. He's only 22 years old, and he's a 93 overall.
And how fast is 89 speed?
86 speed.
So that means you can't
Cookie Hill is 89 speed.
You can't throw past him, and then you can't throw over him either, is what you're saying.
No.
Wow.
No,
that's insane.
You can't do that, man.
This guy is completely a freak.
Hey.
But that's what he make out there. He has freaks that he turns into.
And that's what, and I'm going to give him his props on that. He knows how to find the valuable players that nobody else wants. He sees potential where nobody else sees potential, and he knows how to go in and make those guys better. And that's why he ends up with a good team.
I think we talked about this in season 1, that he's like a scientist with this. Listen, I'm good at you, whatever you do, but just let's keep it ethical. Only because integrity becomes a matter. And like I said, if it's going to be the Wild Wild West, then that's going to make it where people, that's not gonna make our league premier. Okay?
We can't
it's
have
a bunch of bomb ass leagues that's out there, and we don't want ours to become one of them. So moving down to the number 2, another guy from the AFC East, Blazing News.
Blazing News.
You know what? Blaze is finding ways to win. Right now, I mean, he is a 2-time defending Super Bowl champion. And he's putting up some hell of a numbers, I might shoot the noise with him, but I mean on this side I'm gonna give him his props. Is this quarterback Driscoll? Is that his quarterback? Driscoll.
Yeah,
Driscoll.
The guy he has MVP hopes for what he did.
Well, yeah, he might have crashed him because he threw a couple of interceptions, I think, in the Jizzle game, and that may have hurt him. But still got 2 games to finish out. Points wise, I mean, they've been putting up some. The last game they played, they didn't put up a lot of points, but the last 3 weeks before that, they had been putting up about 40-something points. And so, like I say, he's definitely quite proud of his team. But I'll say this here: when you lose or if you barely win, just say, hey man, good game. That's it.
Stop trying to find all these excuses.
We don't want to hear you trying something different. You trying to win is what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so
you ain't trying to lose.
You ain't trying to lose. We all know when you lose because you cry about it. And so we don't want to move that. And I'm just gonna say this, man. You are the 2-time Super Bowl winning champ, the only Super Bowl winner of this big ball league, as well as a junior commissioner. Conduct yourself like one, man. Don't be crying, and you're a grown man. Act like a grown man. I'm just saying, I got some personal beef because I had an issue this past week where the guy, and this is no shot at Crumbstastic, but there was a disconnect and there was a dispute that I brought toward him, and I just didn't like the way he handled it. I'm not gonna go into specifics of it, but he just kind of like handled it he handled it like he had something to lose from it.
And you know what? I had that talk with him too. I said, look here, Blaze, you gotta take yourself out of the equation, man. You can't be being a commissioner and then want to be unfair because something doesn't benefit you, bro. You gotta step in and you gotta be a commissioner, man. Put your MVP pride to the side and take care of commissioner duties, man. I told it multiple times,
and I'll just say this, just a word, simple, just invite. My example, my player getting hurt is an example. All y'all that are playing for, I guess, the ultimate goal of winning the Super Bowl, you can only win a Super Bowl if you got your key players that help get you there. Yeah. You lose Driscoll or you lose any of your top players, it changes maybe the way that you look at it. And all this about these sliders, all this about this. Listen, guys, y'all are benefiting from the league. I will say this here, Coach. I did, when I played my game, it was a couple of times when I played Jizzle. He just threw the ball up, and I tried to intercept the ball, and he called me for defensive pass interference. And so for the next couple of times, I didn't even do anything. I literally, when I seen him throw it deep, I just took my hand off the control. I still got called for defensive. Yeah. So, I was kind of being swayed by it. But I mean, look, just like I have benefited from throwing deep and somebody getting a pass interference on me because it happened in that game. It's just a blunt sword, man. It's like
Larry said it happened about 3 times for him against you, because that's how you got down to the red zone a few times.
Yeah,
but look here, fellas.
It's the
defensive pass interference is part of the game. It happens at least 150 to 60 times in the real NFL.
Wait a minute, these are real stats.
These are real stats. Okay. So if you're in another league and you don't ever see a damn pass interference in the league, or there's only been 1 or 2 in the whole entire league, the whole entire year, that shit is not real. Right. Because you don't go through a whole NFL season with professional athletes and not have pass interference with these top tier receivers that we have on these damn different teams, man. And it doesn't matter that your guy's disciplined. It doesn't matter that you got the best defensive player in the league. That shit doesn't matter, because everybody makes mistakes. And every dog has their day.
I will say this about Blake. 4 or 5 of Blake's defensive players are in the top 10.
They are. You see them juggling with all the damn interceptions?
Yeah, they not messing around. Starting off with Corey Mathis. Himself.
Which he never was like that in real life.
Which he never was probably like that in real life. But he has handled it himself. And so, I mean, like I said, I'm going to give him his props on this one. He's putting up, like I say, some serious numbers on defense, and like this is the time of year everybody counted out Blaze last year. They said he wasn't going to do it. He came back. He got strong. That's one of the things that I'm wanting to see as we go into the playoffs. Yeah. Is he still going to have that intensity?
Man,
we will see.
If you look at this guy's defense for a second, let's just take a look at his defense. Byron Jones, 11 interceptions. Corey Mathis, 12 interceptions. Patrick Peterson, 7 interceptions.
Yeah.
Jared Angler, 5 interceptions. It's like, damn, he's a picking machine.
Well,
so hold on, but he's always complaining about not getting the interception.
He's getting the interception.
Hell, you're leading the league in interceptions, it looks like to me.
He's getting the interception, but he's also throwing interceptions too.
He is throwing interceptions.
He has a lot of interceptions.
How many does he have? 19.
Yeah, he has
19 on 36.
19 on 36.
That's a little bit too much. He's just throwing a lot of interceptions, but he's got a lot more defense than he does on offense.
True.
Throwing them. Now check this out. Check out this stat. Touchdowns on defense. This is where he's beating people also. He has 10, 14, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23 touchdowns on defense.
But see, some of that I think can be misleading, and I'm going to say why. Usually when Blaze, just say for the last 3 or 4 games, and guys the game has been over.
Yeah.
Because I watched that one against it. That game was over with. I think I was Skyping over when we was on the headset, and he was just like, man, whatever you do, just don't quit. Let me get my stats. He was adamant about him consistently.
Is Jizzle known to quit or something?
I've never known.
Because you felt like he was going to quit too.
You know what?
He said, let me take my foot out the gas. I kind of took my foot
out
me, man.
And I'm not going to say that, no. Jizzle played me. I'm not going to put him out there like that. But the game was over with at halftime. Okay. And so you always run that risk. And the only reason why, it's not even Jizzle. I've had 2 other players quit on me, so it's like, am I doing too much? Like, hey man, is enough? So I'm telling you, man. I listen, for all of y'all trying to know how many yards my guys can get, I only want to get a couple more sessions and 100 more yards. I'm done. So if I can split that up in 2 games, I'm good.
Yeah.
Everything else, like I say, I'm looking at this rookie he has, wide receiver, 900 yards. Like I said, he's putting up the numbers. I mean, he's going to be there. Just interesting is who's going to challenge him. We all know he's beatable. Okay,
yeah,
he's not invincible, and so it's very interesting. What's really interesting is that he's beat Pearl twice. However, this was very early in the season. Yeah. So if Pearl can get into the playoffs, that's going to make it very interesting. It may be a different story. Hey, I'm going to call it. Somebody's going to get thrown. Somebody else is going to have to represent the AFC.
I don't know if this is his defensive tackle or, let me see, his defensive, Melvin Ingram.
That's linebacker.
That's the left end. I guess he changed it from a linebacker to a left end.
Okay.
But this guy here, man, has 13 sacks. He has 4 touchdowns.
That lets you know he's getting. He sounds like some hit stick going on. Yeah. He's getting dudes are fumbling. He's picking it up and he's running.
They say defense win championships, man.
That is the case.
Defense win championships. That is the case. I mean, hey, looking at his overall on defense, you wouldn't think that he's 11th overall on defense. Yards allowed. Well, people are getting yards and they're throwing picks. So they're getting down the field, they're throwing picks on them.
Well, I think what's going to be the determining factor here is the experience that he has. The last couple of years, he's had a lot. He's played a lot of football. Mm-hmm. And so, he prides himself in them trophies. I think early in the season, he had to show me all the trophies that he had. Like,
he did put all 6 of them on the couch.
All 6 of them on the couch. Just kind of like, get one. I'm like, straight shot at me. He fired off at me. And I'm like, hey, man. You need your trophy to feel good about yourself. That's all good.
Oh, man. He got low self-esteem.
He got low self-esteem. He definitely got low self-esteem. I don't know what's going on with him, but I mean, he put them all on the couch. It's like, get at me, son.
Damn.
He put it on me like that. So, but but I think, like I say, he's going to have a solid year. I think he's going to actually probably make it to the AFC championship. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the Super Bowl. Wouldn't surprise me. Would be in the Super Bowl, which takes us into the number 1 team that's been number 1. I'm starting to get tired of talking about this guy. Redskins.
Goddamn Redskins.
Man, keep on doing what you're doing.
Look here, man. When I brought this guy to the league, I said, hey, I know he's going to be a good player, but I know he's going to be a damn great player.
Well, this is to put it in the lines with the Pearl, as well as when we brought in Midnight. He didn't have much shit on his team. Well, I'll take that back.
No,
I'll take that back.
His team was good. They was just old.
His team, well, with the exception of Beckett, Beckham, he had on there. Yeah. He had a bunch of old players, so he worked what he could, and he finessed them a little bit. Well, now he's got a pretty good team. They're pretty damn good. They're pretty undefeated. We'll see how long they stay undefeated. He's definitely right now. I think the last game he put 50 points on the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's balling, man.
50 points.
He is balling.
You didn't think you could stop at 25. You didn't think you could stop at 30. 40.
14 and
he did a nice even number, 50. Wow. Man.
Well, if you look at him right now, both offense and defense, he's ranked in the top 10 across the board. So he's ranked 3rd in yards allowed on defense, 1st in points allowed, which is 10. That's low. That means people are not scoring on him at all.
So you can't go deep on him.
You can't go deep on him. The guy's a fucking animal with that linebacker, man.
Who's the linebacker you got over there?
Man, look here. I'm going to talk about that linebacker in just a second because he's unhuman, man.
Okay.
That guy's unhuman, man. We'll get
offensively, does he still have the number 1 ranked offense? I think
he has the number 2 ranked offense.
Okay, so he must be behind.
Yards allowed, but points scored, he's number 1 at 42.
Points scored, he's number 1. Okay.
3rd in passing yards, and then
and that's probably only because he hasn't played his game. Because I played mine on him. So probably yardage wise, he's behind because he hadn't played his game.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Well, he did play his game this week already.
Did he play it already?
I think so. Okay. Oh yeah, he played the Giants. He just beat the Giants last night.
Giants?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's 14-0 right now.
Wow.
But the guy's playing, man. He plays good football, and like you said, he doesn't make mistakes. He's a mistake-free type football player. He's not going to throw too many interceptions. He's not going to give you too much. Out of 37 touchdowns, he's got this. He's 14 interceptions, and. If you ask me, Joe Flacco is up for MVP, man. And, I know you got Dorsett over there, but Flacco is making some noise. And if that team goes undefeated, man, I think he's probably going to get that MVP.
No, man, Dorsett, that's a wrap, dude.
You think so, huh?
I think so. I mean, if I can win out and somehow miraculously make the playoffs. But, I mean, I'm going to give, shout out. I mean, he's putting up numbers, but if you compare him to the numbers that your guy put up last year, I mean, you had over 5,000 yards. He's headed that way. So we'll see.
I don't think he'll get that in the next 2 games. I don't know how many yards he had against.
And I'm going to tell you something, Coach. You got everything to lose, okay? Mm-hmm. You've already won your division. You already won your conference. Mm-hmm. please sit you guys down the next couple of weeks. You're not playing for nothing but individual accolade. I'm telling you, if you get Beckham hurt or you get your quarterback hurt, I'm just saying.
That guy's on my side of the conference.
Can you just
leave those guys in these next 2 games?
Leave them in.
Leave them in. Hey man, you need to ball out. You want that trophy, right? He told me to make him official, he needs a BLB trophy, man. So hey, guess what? You need to play them guys to get that trophy.
Hey man, ball out, man.
Don't listen to Zeke, man, because Zeke wants Dorsett to win that trophy. He don't want you to win. So you better start your guys, man. Don't listen to this guy.
Hey man, I'm just gonna tell you, man. Sit them down, man. You know, let them. You know, let's go with defensive plan. Get ready for this playoffs. But nah, man, do what you feel, man.
But man, this guy here. Let's go back to his defense real quick, man. What's his name? Levon Barkley. Yeah. That guy is an animal, man. And what makes him an animal is because he's a user. He's leading the league in interceptions, and it's user interceptions at
15 interceptions.
15
at middle linebacker. I think he broke the record.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think he broke the record.
For a single
season. So that's going to be one that's going to be hard to duplicate. And I mean, I think it set the standard because everybody that's under him is trying to catch him. Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen in the next couple of games.
Hey, that's a definition of a damn middle linebacker. That son bitch is all over the field. Hey, when you see him at linebacker in the middle of the field, you try to throw to the left in the flats, he's there. You try to throw to the right in the flats, he's there. You try to throw deep, he's there. I'm like, damn, where is he not?
Well, you know what? It makes me wonder, is he's very good at intuition.
That's what it is.
Maybe he's studying the way you play. And so those users like that are really good, that play like that, that play like the Pearl. I mean, these guys are going to definitely, it's going to be interesting.
You know where you're going.
They played together. I wonder, it couldn't be if the Pearl makes it in the playoffs and somehow makes it to the Super Bowl against the Redskins. That might be something.
Because they both
defensively mind played it.
They right.
And so and there's no blast at you, Blaze. We know you're gonna. Man, I'm gonna get that. You don't believe me? I'm gonna get that. We know you're gonna get that. Blaze.
I don't think this is a year for you, Blaze.
You just gonna call him out like that? Yeah, I tried to raise his hope a little bit. You just shoot him with the real. You shoot him with the real.
I don't think it's. And a matter of fact, and while we talking about the Redskins, I don't think he's gonna be the 72 Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean that's
undefeated now. I don't think he's going to complete the whole season and make it to the Super Bowl undefeated. I think it's going to be like the Carolina Panthers who did that, right? Then they make the Super Bowl undefeated.
I feel sorry for these next two teams.
New England Patriots went undefeated that year. They didn't win it.
Sure. But we all know that game was a fluke game. That one with the dude. The ball getting stuck in the guy's helmet.
That's crazy, man.
But hey, strange things do happen.
That's crazy. Hey, and I tell you what, y'all better watch out, man, on offense when you do play this guy. Just be careful. The Odell Beckham is a goddamn animal. Frederick Pritchett is second string, is number 2 receiver. Mm-hmm. He's an animal. The guy has really worked with Beckham, got his speed up to 98, 96 acceleration. He is blowing past you. So I would suggest that you do not try to press Odell. The guy that's on the other side of the field.
Listen, if you look over and you see 97, 98, 99 speed, don't press, that's disrespectful. And I'm sorry, this campaign, and this is just to all the players out there, all the owners that have players that run like that have went deep. Y'all have all experienced this here. You press me and you have no help over the top, that is a true sign of disrespect. And I gotta spank you. And so I think, and he's done that, but what I will say was interesting about the Redskins is that that's not their whole game plan. You take Dorsett away from me, you seen what happened.
Yeah.
That was he's like 95% of my offense. Mm-hmm. Whereas in this guy, he spreads the ball, and so
he can run the ball.
His
fullback has
and he can play defense.
Yeah.
So he puts himself in situations where he doesn't have to throw deep.
Exactly.
And so that makes it interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you look at it, rushing wise, his fullback has 8 touchdowns. His running back has 8 touchdowns.
Wow.
So, he's getting it done on the ground as well, man.
Distribution.
Yeah, distribution. So,
wow.
With a player like that, it's hard to figure out what he's doing because he's not dependent on one thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He's versatile. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball. And you don't know when the hell he's going to do it because he's just so damn good at both of them. But I tell you what, I think he can be beat. If you're able to stop his run game, I think you could beat him.
Yeah.
Because it forces him to focus on the pass, and it forces you as a defense to start playing more deep coverage against those big threats that he has, and I believe that's what's going to shut him down.
Hey, man, sit down, Beckham. Sit down, Flacco. No. They're too important for you.
No.
Who is his backup quarterback? Does he even have anybody to back up
that
guy?
Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying.
You
might want to think about that.
Hey, man, play Joe Flacco. Play your whole team to the end, man. You need to be undefeated, bro. Don't listen to what this guy's telling you. I'm trying to tell you, he's not your friend, man.
Hey, man.
He's not your friend. He's your worst enemy, man.
He's having a great season, man. And like I say, man, I'm excited to see what happens the last 2 games. Who does he play the last 2 games?
His last 2 games, I think he has a pretty easy schedule, if I'm not mistaken. And let me check it out, though, because I could be wrong. I don't want to just put an easy schedule on him. He really doesn't have an easy schedule here. But if I look at his schedule, we in week, 15?
15, right.
Okay, so he's already played the Giants, which was a division game.
That's right.
So that division is over and done with for him. But he has the Texans. That's a good game.
Now we getting
there somewhere. Texas, I forgot about
because you got a top team in the AFC.
Yeah, got a top
and
team in the AFC.
That's really going to be the measurement because we all know Blaze and the Redskins, they played in the Super Bowl, which was a good Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he came up just a little bit short. So I think he's had this chip on his shoulder to try to get back there to prove that he deserved to be there. And this is to go back, and I hate to blast him. TG, this is what a real playoff team does. They consistently do it every year. Now, you can say whatever you want to say about my team, because I seen your little shots you put out by, yeah, man, you ain't never made the playoff. But you know what? I was 5-11 season 1. I was 5-11 season 2, consistently, right? This season, I'm 8-6. So that's improvement for me. Let's talk about your team. You were 9-7 that year. Savage. Savage.
His Super Bowl year, he won 9-7. He was 12-4.
He was 12-4. I'm sorry, 12-4.
Maybe 14-2. One of those.
He was really good. Okay, once to the Super Bowl. Next year, I think he was 9-7.
He was 9-7.
But he missed the playoffs. This year, he's like 3-8. He's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, all the way wrong.
And trust the process. You have lost your mind, man.
Nobody ever gonna follow that plan, man.
It doesn't work.
You know, that guy had the nerve to tell me. He said, "You know what, man? All that shit about trust the process. I'm trying to get my young guys better. My young guys need to get their XP. Watch my young guys. All this young guy shit." So I asked him a question. I say, "Dude, when the game went off against me and him, and we had to restart it." He's like, "Yeah, bro. All you care about is stats." I said, "Well, hell, what do you care about?"
Well, how do you get your XP points? Stats.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Well, here's my thing.
How you not gonna get? You can't get better if you got no stats.
My thing is he traded his whole team for young players, and we're not gonna have enough time to do it. It'll be different if we start this in September.
That's not true though. But you see, he done that with the right intentions, and I figured that, hey, you don't have enough time to do that. But what's the name? Killer Fee is proving wrong. Because his whole damn team is young.
So basically, TG lazy.
He don't play for stats.
He don't play for stats.
So if he doesn't play for stats,
he doesn't play to win.
What does he play for?
And he says trust the process.
I don't understand. He's confused.
He's confused.
I can never play for a coach like that.
Man.
I can never play for a coach like that. I quit.
I mean, on his shirt he have lose, don't even try. And on the back he says trust the process. All right, man.
On that note, man, we're gonna close it out, man. Look here. Hey man, that's crazy, man. But it's been real, man. We done talked a whole lot this session. We had a lot to cover, man, because we hadn't had a podcast in a while.
Coach, for those of y'all that know, is it 16 and 17? We're going to advance.
Yeah, week 16, 17, we advance one day.
Okay.
Week 16 and thereon. 17 and all the way through the playoffs. We try to do a one-day advance because we want to get as many seasons as possible out of this fellas before Madden 18 comes out. And I'm going to roll out something to you all for next year for Madden 18. I'm going to try to turn it into a little small money league, man, and I'm going to see what you all think. It's going to require everybody to chip in and do their part to make it successful. So hopefully everybody's on the same page with it and everybody receives it greatly.
I mean, y'all guys, y'all like the trophies, y'all like the thing and recognition. All this stuff takes time, man. Like, you know.
Well, Bob Moore said he doesn't like the trophy. So
he doesn't like the trophy.
I don't know. I'm like, dude, like, why you being such a negative hater, man? But anyway,
wow.
We'll talk about that another time.
Sounds like another show.
Hey, he doesn't like anything that doesn't benefit him, so he figured like he's not going to ever get a trophy. So why the hell would I care about a trophy?
Hey, man,
but he's missing the point.
I will say this too, and this is a shout out to Moore. Hey, last game you play against me, hey, just sit all your guys down. Don't even play. Don't even play.
Rest them up.
Just rest them up for the playoffs. My guys probably won't be there. Let my guy do his thing, and I'm trying to get one of them trophies.
Hey, and before we close out, man, we have 3 brothers in our league.
Yeah, we do.
The Pearl, Midnight, and Wake J.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with Wake J? did he not get the win gene or something?
You know, and I mean, I don't know because he doesn't win in the other league. Hey, the other 2 are consistent. Maybe I don't know, man. You know,
did the win gene pass him up? I mean, like, goddamn.
I mean, but you know, I mean, and everybody. Here's the thing about it: when you're playing Madden, you get what you get by what you put into it. So if you are a person that only jumps on the game, and I can't say this about him, I don't know, but I know when I played the first time franchise last year with 16 games, when you're out on 16 toward the end, I never was putting XP. I just showed up to play the game.
Yeah,
and I got my ass kicked every single time. So it's almost like when you start caring about your team and you start putting in on the XP, that it means something to you.
Yeah. I don't think it means anything.
It might not mean nothing to him right now. He just having fun, and that's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay. But yeah, I mean, the other 2, it means something to them definitely. Because I mean, I think I got the Pearl to say more this season than I've ever known him to say anything. I mean, look, he's a silent assassin, but man, he's putting up posts. He knows how to do memes now. I mean, you know, that just lets you know that in Big Balls League, you can just come out of your shell and be yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like a home away from home, you know. And so, but yeah, I think he might have missed the win, Gene. But that's all right, though.
That's all right.
Hey, keep on playing your game.
Man. He's a good guy. Hey, and one last thing, man. Big shout out to the New Orleans Saints owner.
Man, I'm sorry. That was the Super Bowl game. I was screaming. I was like, Vader! That ass, Vader!
You too, huh?
He did that. And my boy, man, you have reached the all-time low. I'm just saying. And it's not shout out to Vader, because Vader played, he handled you. Damn, TG.
In closing, fuck the Rams.